Good afternoon, everybody. How's it going? I know, I haven't filmed anything in like 3 days. And that's because I've been sick. I actually have not been feeling very good for a few days, so instead of just like being miserable and trying to film over the weekend, I didn't do it. Also, do you hear the echo in here? It's because this room is kind of empty right now. And this is why. Yeah, the people that we bought this house from, they did pardon my French, a shitty job on most of the parts of this house that they remodeled. The kitchen floor being one of them. So, we went out and bought all of this. This is all new flooring. So, starting tomorrow or Wednesday night, Scott and I are going to begin tearing up all of the tile in the kitchen. In this little room, and in this room here. So tonight I need to get all of this, except for his cage, that will stay until we tear everything up, and obviously the washer dryer, but everything else needs to come out of this room, as well as all the flooring needs to get out of the kitchen into the other room. So I got a lot of prep work to do tonight. But first, we need to take Oliver for his walk, but I'm not going to bring you with me because this guy looks like that. I'll have my potato cam with me just in case anything interesting happens, but we're only going to go for a quick one because it might rain. Also, check this out. See that? Feels like it's 85% humidity. It's October 9th. There should be almost no humidity left. Time to prep Oliver. Also, this is day one with the tripping on tiles, Photo Pro UFO 2 tripod. Tripod. I don't know why I forgot the word tripod for a second there. This is a tripod. Okay, back from walking Oliver, did a few adulting things. Now we need to finish the adulting things by cleaning the rest of the stuff out of this room. But I just realized I have not shown you the tripod that I'm testing here. This is that's what it looks like right here. Let's get a quick epic shot. So yeah, there's a little sneak peek of the UFO 2. Give me about another week or two and I will be doing my full review. I need to test it with this camera for a few days and then go ahead and test it on the 70D because that's a little bit heavier than this. But now we start by moving all this flooring. Stacking it all in here. As much as I don't want to put it in front of the couch, I don't really have too many options at this point. The dining room's pretty full of Halloween and a few of the other things. Flooring, shoe tree, just a lot of stuff. Just sit here for a minute and time-lapse me struggling. I'm not gonna lie, when I thought about this project, I thought the hardest part would be demoing the floor. But so far the cleanup, the prep work, is killing me. I did take all the stuff out from behind the table and clean this closet out, except for Oliver's food. The food's gonna stay locked up in there until it's time to actually do the closet. Gotta keep that safe. But I still have to do all of this. He's not too happy about this whole process. He's bothered. I guess it's time for another time lapse. Well, that was harder than I thought. It wasn't physically hard. Actually, only that one table that has the skull thing draped over it that you probably couldn't tell was skulls was the only thing that was like physically hard to get. It was heavy and it was awkward, so it was hard to get through the doors and all the way out. And I carried that shoe rack. I did not drop any shoes until I tried to get past the shoe rack with that table, and then all the shoes fell off. But it was just hard, like, trying to find where to put things because we still have to live and move around in the house for a couple of days before we start. We're going to demo this either tomorrow or Wednesday, and then we're not putting the new floor in until Saturday. So it's like almost a week that we're going to have to navigate through this maze, if you will, of everything. Whew. I am dying right now because it's still like 80 degrees or so. And it's probably 85, 90 in here right now for me moving around. Whew. Okay, why are we putting a new floor in the kitchen? Besides the broken tiles that I showed you, I could just replace those 2 tiles. Yes, I have replaced those 2 tiles several times. The thing is, behind me, over here, next to my refrigerator, there used to be an archway. The outside of my house has a full-size door to get into the basement. That archway was the cutout for the door. Well, the people I bought the house from bought the house at a sheriff's sale, rehabbed it, flipped it, and I bought it from them. Didn't know it until pretty much we were signing the paperwork. But they took that archway out to open up this kitchen. Yes, I like the kitchen being nice and open. It's great. Except now when I open up my back door, it's like a third of the door, so I have to like crawl in and out of the basement door. Also, they had to build a new floor joist over here, and that settled over time, and that's why the tiles keep cracking. I've replaced them half a dozen times. I actually probably only have 2 or 3 more tiles left to replace them with because it settled and it broke, and I made shims, and they did a terrible job, and they did a terrible job on this floor, period. First-time homeowners, we didn't realize this, that, you know, the spots that we saw on the floor that we thought we could just clean off, that was like a terrible grout job, and the grout is like stuck on the floor, and some of these tiles are really uneven. So it's not only right there, but throughout the entire floor, there's a bunch of tiles that they just didn't put right. So we have to tear this all out. Hopefully we can just scrape some of this down and just fill in, get some self-leveler over here, bring that to a nice even plane, and I don't have to tear up the concrete board and put new concrete board in because that's going to take me longer, cost me more money, and just be a bigger pain to tear up concrete board. If you need a new floor put in your house, I will not do it, not even for a burrito. I'm sorry. This is not my first rodeo. I've done several floors, never in my own home. I guess that's not a complete truth. I put some like click and lock stuff in the basement in the workshop area, But that was pretty easy. I didn't have to prep anything. It was just rubber backed, click together floor that seriously took me like 2 hours to put down because I had to cut a few pieces just to make them fit along the angle of the wall because the downstairs. Anyway, I'm not going to put the floor in your house, not even for a burrito or 2 burritos. I'm sorry, I don't like flooring. It's not that it's terrible. Maybe if you're putting in a hardwood, like a real hardwood floor, that might be. I've never done that, so I'd like to. If you're paying for it, I'll learn how to do it on your floor because I've never done like a real hardwood floor. I've done several Pergo floors, click and lock. It's not fun because your knees start to hurt, your back starts to hurt. You're crawling around for a long time. But with that, we're gonna go clean this up because I feel sweaty and messy. So don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Smash that red subscribe button and ring that bell so you get a notification the next time I post a brand new video. Good night.